Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to the Men Save Your Marriage show. My name is Terry. I'm your host. I did an autopsy on my failed marriage, and now I use the lessons that I learned to coach other men on how to save their marriage before it fails. I'm going to share with you the things I wish someone would have shared with me before my marriage failed. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hello, gentlemen, and welcome back. This is Terry. I am your host, and this is the Men Save Your Marriage show. Welcome back. This is episode 51, and we have crossed this kind of threshold of 50 episodes. We've now stepped into 51, but today is important for another reason. Today is important because while this is episode 51 of the Men Save Your Marriage show, this is episode number 9 of the Marriage Missions and the Marriage Arsenal launch. So today we're going to wrap up this kind of short series introducing this entirely new genre of cards, the connection cards, and how you can find a system of connections with you and your bride. A full year's worth of cards that talk about happy birthday, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Lover's Day, anniversary, all of those kinds of cards. But even more so than that, there's cards in this arsenal about how you want to celebrate her at Christmas time and what you think of her, when she's down and how much you love her and just because and I went away on a work week trip and I miss you. All of those kinds of cards are in there. But then there's even connection missions where you can connect through date nights and examples and suggestions and ideas. And then from there we go into micro missions, and that's 20 more cards that are just a little note. You can just fold it in half and leave it on her pillow, or put it, tape it to the steering wheel of her car, or leave it in the bathroom beside where she lays her brush at night. All of this is a system built and designed for you to connect with her to save and rebuild your marriage. And today I'm going to introduce you to the pursuit plan and how you never stop dating your wife. And that's why the marriage arsenal and this strategy and this system is so very valuable. So you just heard the bell. That means that we are in the ring. And this is the final round as far as this series goes, the final mission in the marriage missions. You've made it through the marriage arsenal. You stepped into the connection card category and you've walked every step of the marriage missions. Now we finish where most men never even begin, and that is pursuit. Now let me make it clear up front, guys. If you stop pursuing her, she will feel it. And no amount of stability or chores or calmness or coaching will fix that void. Because when a man stops pursuing his wife, it doesn't matter how long they've been married, she starts to feel invisible. And today we're going to talk about the difference between maintenance and pursuit, and why most men shift into cruise control without even realizing it. And how to reignite strategic pursuit without begging, bribing, or performing. This is the episode your future self will thank you for. So let's get started, shall we? Point number 1. Marriage maintenance is not the same as pursuit. I mean, let's get honest here. You've been showing up better. You're 51 episodes in. That alone should start to create an impact in you with just what you're doing by listening to this show, let alone that work you're putting in and the effort you're putting in when you're not listening to this show. So you're showing up better. You've been calm. You've been helpful. You've been less reactive. You're writing cards or notes. You're taking the right steps. But deep down, something still feels a little flat. She's not leaning in. She's not playful. She's polite. She's maybe appreciative, but something is missing. What's missing is energy, spark, even polarity between the two of you. And that doesn't come from maintenance. It comes from pursuit. See, most men fall into this trap. They fix things, they fix themselves, they stabilize, the relationship starts to become more stable, and they even stop causing problems. They're growing as an individual. But they also stop creating moments. And that's not a marriage. That's a roommate arrangement. Pursuit isn't about being needy. It's about choosing her again and again and again on purpose. Did you hear that? Pursuit is not about being needy. It's about choosing her over and over and over again. It's about giving your attention where it counts. Not to another woman, not to your phone, not to your career, but to her. Pursuit is playful. Pursuit is risky. Pursuit is masculine leadership in motion. And if you stop doing it, she doesn't feel secure. She feels forgotten. Point 2, pursuit isn't a feeling, it's a framework. And I want to kill this lie right here and now. If you're thinking, I'll pursue her when I feel more connected to her, nope, that is not how it works. You pursue her to create connection. You don't wait until she's warm. You pursue through her chill and through the chill of the relationship. That is leadership. And it doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, I've told you, we've already built the tool. They're called connection missions. Strategic, seasonal actions aligned with fun and meaningful dates. Each one kind of gives you a reason, a direction, and a playful angle to re-engage her heart. No overthinking, no pressure, just a system of pursuit. Listen, you don't need a $200 dinner or a fancy trip. You need consistent moments that say, I'm still choosing you, not because I have to, but because I want to. When she feels that, that's when it changes and spark can be ignited. Here's how you frame pursuit in your life, okay? 1, you put it on a calendar. Treat date nights and connection missions like sacred appointments, right? Use the connection cards to precede emotional safety. When I say precede, I don't mean like to go before. I mean to plant the seed in advance. Use a connection card in advance. Here's an example, okay? Let's say you got something planned for the weekend. Don't hide it. Don't not tell her. Instead, leave her a note or leave her a card midweek that says, hey, I've got something fun planned for us this weekend. You deserve it. That card isn't about the date. It's about the feeling of her being seen and remembered and wanted. And she will look through the rest of the week with absolute anticipation, waiting to connect with you again. So put it on a calendar. Use connection cards to precede emotional safety. And then mix routine and surprise. Predictable rhythms build safety. Unpredictable gestures build spark. And you need both. Let me say that again. Predictable rhythms build safety. Unpredictable gestures build spark. And you do need both of them. Pursuit is a muscle, and you get stronger every time you flex it. And then finally, point 3. Most men quit pursuit too early. You must outlast her skepticism. And now let's deal with this head on, okay? You will pursue, she will stay cold. You will plan something, she will seem unimpressed. You need to know this going in so you know what to expect. And then you'll say something like, what's the point? But listen to me. Listen carefully. Her lack of response is not rejection. It's a test of your sustainability. She's not trying to sabotage the moment. She's watching to see if it's real or if it's just another short-term change. That's why most men quit. I mean, this is exactly why they quit. They pursue for 3 weeks. They don't see any shift in her. There seems to be no spark, no obvious return. So they say, well, they throw their hands in the air. I guess that's it. It just doesn't matter. I'm done, right? But here's the truth. It does matter. It matters significantly. Even if she doesn't show it, it matters. Even if she doesn't say it, it matters. Even if she rolls her eyes and says things like, you didn't used to do this kind of stuff, it still matters. She notices. She's just not ready to believe it yet. She just needs more proof. And this is where most men break. But you, not you, you don't pursue her for her reaction. You pursue her because it's who you are now. You are a man of pursuit. You are a man of purpose, a man who leads the connection even when it's quiet on the other side. You have decided this is who I'm going to be. This is the culture I will have in my home, and I will pursue her regardless. In fact, I want you to let her disbelief in the moment, in the pursuit, I want that to be your fuel. Not the barrier, but the fuel for you to pursue her even more. Let her coldness and her distance refine your consistency. Don't let it break you. Let it refine your consistency, because the moment will come. I promise you it will come when she laughs again, when she leans in without thinking, and when she whispers, I miss this version of you. And when it does happen, and it will, you'll know this was the mission that brought it back. So you've reached the end of the marriage missions, but your leadership, your pursuit, your presence, that's just getting started. Here's your final marriage mission from this series. You need to build a 90-day pursuit plan. Use the connection cards in the marriage arsenal. Use the connection missions. Put it on a calendar. Execute the plan. Do it regardless of her mood. Do it regardless of how much she leans in or not. Do it because that's who you've decided you're going to be. And if you don't have the tools yet, I want you to go right now to marriagearsenal.com. Get the cards, use the missions, use the micro missions, build yourself a 90-day plan and watch your marriage turn around. We've already built the system. All you have to do is acquire the system, show up, and use it. And as we close, gentlemen, you've heard me say it before, your marriage doesn't need a savior, it needs a leader. Not a perfect man, not a poetic man, but a present, calm, consistent, pursuing man. And that's what you're becoming. One card, one moment, one mission at a time. So now you've completed the marriage arsenal. You know about it. You've completed the marriage missions. But the next season, that's all you guys. You have to decide right now. So I want you to lead well and never, ever stop pursuing your wife. All right, gentlemen, that does it for today. That does it for this series. We will pick up with episode number 52, and we will be launching a brand new series as we continue on in the show, The Men Save Your Marriage. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, gentlemen. I thank you. Remember, pursue your wife, create the culture. You are the leader. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.